right now, might be trying to find this edge guard.
Them angles, though. Also, that's a melee angle, man. This boy's studying. Oh, I saw that coming a mile away.
Doesn't even need the footstool to straight drag down.
The honest gameplay coming out of Xzax. Literally one dash attack.
Yeah, definitely scary stuff. Foxa.
No! Xzax coming in, getting the fair footstool,
The
and
honesty
just
is
stealing that stock away.
Ooh, Xzax waiting out the back air. Gonna put Mega Man pretty far off stage.
And that's it! You know, fortunate stuff for him, but we are now back in the situation where Xzax is very close to taking this stock. But, coming in with the shine!
Or just like, I'm gonna just take 130%, but hopefully after that,
the down
smash 2-frame!
And right now, Xzax is looking phenomenal right now in this game too, on Day's counter pick at that.
Oh my goodness, this is even better for him than Smashville was. Oh my god, and right now, yeah.
Oh, and another upper, so close to taking that stock. Oh, okay.
What?
Xzax, you gotta calm down.
That is so cheeky, and
that's
is
gonna be it.
1 minute, 6 seconds. Xzax finishes off Day just like that.
Day 1 of Genesis, singles starting. I had a later pool, so I got to practice a little bit for it, but I actually, one of the strongest people in my pool, his name was Ling Ling, and I asked all the Peaches to practice before, and they wouldn't do it, so I respect them for that, because they wanted to keep their boy, you know, ready and give him the best chance to win. I started out, I was first seed, so getting to winners finals in my pool was supposed to be pretty, relatively easy. So I played through the first few rounds. I had a Mewtwo, and I kind of beat him pretty solidly. We have a lot of Mewtwo's in NorCal, actually, so I got a lot of experience. I had a Rosalina player, and I have a lot of experience with that in NorCal as well. So I breezed through him, and I actually forget who the person it was a Rob player. I think Fox destroys Rob, because Rob's a really slow character, and Fox just kind of keeps him cornered, and he can't really do much. So I breezed through all the rounds to winners finals, and then I played Ling Ling, who isn't like a super well-known player, but most people know, like they've heard the name, and they know he's no slouch. So I was projected to win, and I played him, and he actually told me one of his best matchups is Fox, because he had his main training partner and doubles partner is named Light, and they're some of the best players in the New England region. So I went into it kind of, not negative, but I was like, yeah, I know I need to adapt well since I don't have too much matchup experience and he does, or I'm probably going to lose this set. So I went into it game 1, I was not ready for it. He 2-stocked me actually, and he edge guarded me really well.
The reason that he was so heralded is because back in the day, he actually was able to beat with his partner Inui and Adamus in doubles back when they were gods.
Can we talk about that edge guard?
Whoa, talk about it.
Holy crap!
Tell me.
That it was reminiscent of like Armada and Melee. I believe in Xzax though. He's NorCal now. He lives with us up here, so he's gonna get some of my sweet bias. It's gonna help him out. Just watch. See, landed that back air. Nice back air.
Lifts an up smash, gets himself sent off stage. Potential edge guard. Ooh, and a choke.
This time he actually makes it back on without being contested once.
I like this. Ling Ling immediately recognizing he needs to pick it up, gets a roll read. No, we don't want that. Peach was waiting for that precise option of up tilt on her shield to get that back air. And Xzax is going to have to be a little bit more creative if he wants to find an opening.
Oh my gosh, the spacing on that forward air.
So I kind of adapted and picked up on that and made a huge comeback game 2 and was able to clutch it out.
Even if he gets a trade right now, like even if that short hop back air would have traded with that forward air, it would have still been fine because he can get a kill off of it.
Exactly.
But these full hops and a little bit of misspacing is costing him a lot. Finally finds himself an up smash.
Yeah, sometimes you just got to run up and do it.
Ling Ling looking a little shook now.
Oh man.
And now you see the weakness of Peach's landing. Down air does not beat up air. Fox's up air extremely good. And that Peach's air dodge, one of the worst in the game, means that up smash is going to connect Xzax, taking him back on game 2.
In game 3, it was kind of the same situation as game 2, is where he had a huge lead, and I was bringing it back, and I got him to about like 70 or 80-ish%, and he dash attacked me at really high %, and I died.
I want to see him just put his feet on the ground, get those boots on the ground, and outplay him from the ground. Utilize that dash speed. Use mix-ups on the ground. Use ground motion. Get inside there. Find a
little bit more grabs, yeah.
There we go. That's what I want to see. Weaving around on the ground, utilizing Fox's PT advantage, putting standardized shield pressure, these kinds of tools.
There we go.
There's the grab. There we go. Xzax
Let's go,
getting back in.
Xzax. Oh, tries to get the Vortex, but the forward air by Peach comes out. Does not close out that stock. Comes very close. The side blasters of Dreamland actually helping Fox now.
Nice. Can't find the up air. Ling Ling making a very smart recovery path.
Ooh,
Oh,
Xzax.
he read that? What? Or maybe he just reacted, but just super late.
I'm not sure.
I'm surprised he did not put a little bit more pressure there. Sweet spot dash attack takes the first stock. Xzax got one left in the tank. Can he make it work?
I've seen this man make comebacks. I mean, again, this has still been less than 24 hours since I saw this man beat Kamame. I believe in Xzax.
If he lands it in the right spot here, he could find something and make it happen. I'm surprised he's not up tilting at the edge because it beats. Ooh, that was a big risk.
Beautiful spacing, though.
It was really good spacing, but I'm not sure why he went for that. Looking for the kill here. Yet another back air. We have a jump refresh. We use it high, and we angle down into the platform. Gets back onto the stage.
Oh, that's
3
gonna be
side
dead.
Bs into the stage in a row. I'm not about it at all. Xzax gets blasted right there. Ling Ling takes it.
Yeah.
I was really surprised too. He kind of picked me to Dreamland, which is kind of like Fox's second best stage. Usually someone, when they play Fox, they ban Battlefield or Dreamland. So, yeah. So yesterday, double started, first round of pools. We played the first few teams and we won pretty solidly.
Yeah, it wasn't until we got onto Rain and Kuro, which is a Cloud and Pit team, we were started getting really challenged in doubles. It was our first experience with playing a really good Pit.
Yeah, that was tough.
We were able to really eke out a win because I got a very lucky spike on Rain the Cloud at 20.
Yeah,
we were able
that
to just 2v1 at that point.
After we beat the Japanese team, we had to play Nairo and Zero in winners finals of our pool, and I have like a long history of both of them. They're good pals of mine, but obviously they're two of the best players in the world.
Quite literally, the number 1 and number 2.
You know, going into it, obviously we know they're a really good team, but we always know that if we play well and it's 2-on-2, you know, anything can happen. Doubles is a whole different game. So going into it, we had confidence and we were able to win game 1. And luckily enough, I had this guy who was able to clutch out a 1-on-1 versus 0. Nairo killed me and he killed Nairo for it, and they're both even, like 20% last stock.
But now look at this. Look at this situation. This is where, and he's going to drop the limit.
What a great punish by Rice, air dodging through the cross slash and finding the nair. And right now we have a 1v1. Rice versus Zero.
It was kind of like, whoa, there was like a silence I could tell on the field because a lot of people started like, you could hear a collective whoa and it's like, this is actually like super even. And I think collectively we were both able to show our best traits of each other's as a player. For me, it was like combo and trying to neutral on stage, and for Zero, it was definitely ledge trapping.
And I'm going to be honest, as a NorCal boy, I'm absolutely biased towards Rice right now. Come on, let's see it. Let's see it. Oh my gosh!
Okay, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
He's been doing that all game. From the beginning of the game.
Rice is like, he's a disrespectful player in the sense that he will read habits that he has no basis for assuming that you have.
He's trying to give this man PTSD right
Oh my gosh. So important for Zero to air dodge there. If he got hit by that last hit of dare, he would have died.
Yeah. Okay, another spike, good tech. He's going to chase that landing. Banana play, going to set up a trap.
Oh, great air dodge to catch the banana before reaching ledge, but Zero catches his get up with the forward air. Oh, I really like that Zero tossed the banana so that he'd get a fresh one out of the down
Yeah, that was so good.
I got a good combo on 0, but now I was anticipating an air dodge, so I was able to get a fair spike out of my up tilt. He eeped under my fireball and fared me off stage, and at that point, I think most people are like, oh, this is how it ends. You know, you're off stage against 0, it's you don't usually come back.
And
Oh, the
not
smash
yet.
DI is so real! Can Rice clutch? I have seen Rice be clutch. I have seen Zero be clutch. I honestly don't know who to be.
Yeah, watch that anti-air.
Oh!
Oh!
Oh, I was expecting an
Anti-air?
up smash.
No, not going to happen. Yeah, I'm actually very surprised when you go for up smash there.
Oh, up smash clenching out the banana, and that was such a scary situation.
The bear.
Rar Bear not going to take it. That was center stage. And the fireball
beautiful
playing out the
fireball
banana.
play.
I was able to make it back then, and he was frantically monkey flipping all across the stage. I was really trying to catch his B reverse, but he was just going way back and forth. And I think on a final one, he got a little sloppy and did it a little too low, and I was able to get an up air that killed him.
Rice's anti-banana play has been on point, and the up air gets it! Let's go, NorCal! Rice and Xzax taking game 1 against Zero and Nairo. One of the scariest teams here today.
It just kind of feels surreal because, like I said, we're pretty much stationed in NorCal, and being on main stage of Genesis, watching Rice, like I said, we team all the time, just watching him excel and clutch outs versus Zero it's an amazing feeling. Into, like I said, we were talking about the small spaces was going to be a huge factor in it. It took us to Smashville. Nairo switched to Zero Suit, and obviously
he's able to dance around us really well.
Yeah, that's his main, and he's very good at keeping pressure. Like I said, Zero just doesn't die.
Right now, like, despite the bit of a hole that green team is in, they still have such great composure on top of all this. Like, you look at how they play, and you wouldn't know that they're on the verge of, like, about to be losing. They're still keeping calm and collected every step of the way. Yeah, it's just like, oh man, I must be really terrifying today. I'm on point.
Yep. this man must be free.
Great tech right there. Right now, Zero just going for what he can. Manages to sneak by with the Firefox, and Nairo does find the ledge regrab punish, but he doesn't find the conversion off the stun. Right now, looking for that Zerd, looking to just shove him off. Okay, there we go, just dive kick.
Because game 3 we went on FD, and even though it came down to one-on-one, overall the game was like just much closer and a lot better compared to having the small stage on Smashville. We usually ban Lilat or Duck Hunt, so it's very interesting for us to counterpick that stage. But it was the only stage that was really big,
and we needed
give us the room, because Nairo is just very relentless, and then Zero just won't die. So even on a small stage, you would think that he wouldn't be able to hold stocks, but he was. So having the big stage advantage didn't help him really.
Good punish on the up throw by Rice, gets him off stage, doesn't find anything off of it. Great, well, Rice sliding past Nairo to just save Xzax's life right there. Really good stuff.
Zero's just going to lose, be the first one to drop the stock. And the defensive play that we have seen come out of Rice and Xzax has been absolutely phenomenal. They've been avoiding a lot of kill setups. They've been dying very, very well. And that's been causing a lot of problems here for Zero now. Zero at 162.
Oh, wow.
That's up smash!
The up smash takes out Zero!
My gosh.
Oh my gosh, Rice barely making on, flirting with death, being on the edge there.
Oh, that's a life!
Oh, that is so huge! NorCal going crazy. I hear like loud shouts of "Let's go, Rice!"
Okay.
Oh, wow, just barely outspacing those backers.
No, not yet.
Still alive, 170%.
Oh, good catch.
And right now, just hiding his intentions by dancing back and forth.
Both members of Red Team are in kill percent. Oh, that's going to be something.
Oh,
that's going to be it.
Wow. That was actually within Rice's grasp.
Oh, yeah.
He landed a single up smash. That was serious stuff.
We had a neck-and-neck match the whole time. It was going back and forth.
Yeah. For being on stage, how it affected us, I think we've had enough experience going around enough things. They've had more, of course, but I don't think nerves was a factor for us. We felt good about it, and it was like we just want to play our best.
Honestly, I think that since we were doing so well game 1 and he was able to clutch out the one-on-one, I actually feel like we kind of played a little bit better because of being on stage, actually. Because, like, you know, it was kind of like a moment, you know, we're at Genesis playing Zero Nairo just like game 1, and we had a lot of NorCal behind us screaming. And
it was nice.
You know, usually, like I said, when we went up there, everyone probably expected a quick 2-0. You know, we might be able to do some things, but everyone kind of expected it to go by quick, and we were able to hold our own. So having that support from our region, obviously Genesis and NorCal, we're NorCal players, and I think overall it was really good. I think Nairo started to crack because of that too, because you know he wasn't performing to the level he wanted to. We were keeping him at bay, and you know the whole crowd was kind of cheering against him. So I feel like being on stage was
it was a really good factor for us.
It was a good factor for us, and you know it helped us give us some exposure. Say, hey, you know this is a good team, and we can do some things.
And we're gonna keep working on it too. We always know where to polish, where we want to do better. Start with top 48 today for doubles. It was announced on Twitter Bear was going to be disqualifying people at 9:45 opposed to 10 for our pools. I tagged Matt in a tweet about it, but it was kind of late and his alarm wasn't going off. So I took the liberty of going to the ARMS booth for the Nintendo Switch and accepted whatever fate would come of us.
And I woke up at 9:30. Told Trevante, I was like, yeah, wake me up when you woke up. Yeah, I guess he forgot. So I woke up a little late, and I got a message from Tyler, Peter, and I just seen a tweet too. I was like, wow. 9:45, I woke up 9:30. I didn't get the shower. I changed, brushed my teeth, I ran out. and it was, we didn't get too much warm up, and we actually had to play a NorCal team.
Yeah.
So these are people that we're familiar with. So we don't really have that factor of going in as like these people you don't really have to fight against, and no warm ups was definitely not a good factor.
Yeah, we were really hot yesterday, but we were pretty cold going in today.
Definitely simmered down.
I think signs of a good player is being able to recognize where things went wrong, as opposed to just kind of being generally confused.
We got in the top 48, which is pretty good.
Yeah.
We did obviously a strong showing yesterday, and today, we fell short. Things were a little bit different, but we realized what went wrong, and we can take this experience, go back to NorCal, hit the drawing board, and there's plenty of events coming up. So day 2, I started at 4 p.m. again, and going into singles, I was pretty disappointed losing to Ling Ling, especially because I was projected to beat him. So I was just trying to keep my mind right, and I went into it. I had to play a Rosalina round 1 from Texas. He's ranked 10th somewhere in Texas, so he obviously knows what he's doing, but he wasn't a super strong player. So I just knew if I played well, I'd beat him. I 2-0'd him, and then I had to play Lycan, who's actually pretty good. He's a Diddy main, and he actually didn't go Diddy on me because he doesn't like the matchup, and he knows I'm really good at the matchup. So he went Mewtwo and Ike on me, and I destroyed him game 1, and game 2 I was in the process of destroying him, and he made a really strong comeback, but I clutched it out. I had to play Zephyr. He's ranked, I think, 4th or 5th in MDVA, and he's a Cloud player. He made some upsets in his round 1 pool and actually made it out in first seed and winners. I was actually pretty worried about him because Cloud's one of those characters, for me at least, that I know even if I'm better than you, if you play it right, I'll just lose. And I actually beat Zephyr pretty convincingly, which is what I was mainly worried about in my pool, leading up to qualifying for top 32. So after beating him, I was expecting to play Craftus or Big D. Craftus is a good Sonic player, and Big D was actually Upset Tyrant, and I was not super worried, but I definitely know they're good players. Both of them actually lost to this Yoshi player named Snoop. When I seen that, I was like, I'm gonna beat this guy. I live with Sky Williams, and he's really known in the League community, but he's originally a Smash player, and I think he's the best Yoshi. I think he's proven it, not in tournament, but in money matches and other stuff to a lot of people. So I used to play him all the time. I'm really good at that matchup, and I just played it correctly. If Fox kind of zones Yoshi out and forces him to approach, Yoshi can't do anything really in that matchup, so I beat him convincingly too.
Let's go, man!
And that led me to play Fatality. Me and Fatality were supposed to play on stream, so we waited for 45 minutes, and I was waiting, trying to prepare, and eventually they kicked us off stream because they were running behind on the schedule to start top 32, leading into top 8. So we had to go to a little setup in the back, and we played, and I was really confident going into it because I've actually beaten him in tournament and in a money match in the past year. So I was like, if I play it well and I just don't do anything too obvious, I'll win this. And he just went in and he was super aggressive, and I didn't play defensive at all, and he just kind of destroyed me game 1. I was just thinking, I was like, all right, take your time a little bit more. I started doing a little bit better, and then we were both at low percent, 1 stock, and I side beat on stage, and he read it, and up air kneed me at low percent, and I died. I just thought about it. I was like, wow. Out of all the people to play in to get in top 32, I think that was one of the better chances for me to get in, and I blew it. So I was really disappointed in myself. But it's always a growing experience and a learning experience. So I'm just gonna take what I learned from this tournament and continue going forward. And 33rd wasn't, it's not bad. I could have definitely done worse. At the end of the day, disappointed in myself, but I'm not angry. I'm just gonna learn and keep going 2017 just started, so there's a lot of time to improve and prove myself. Genesis 4 overall, it was a really fun event. I'm really glad they did the 24-hour venue because everyone just went down to the venue and played. So I kind of utilized that this weekend as well. They had a good amount of setups. It was pretty packed, but I think they overall did a good time. Had a good event overall with running it and planning it and keeping the most hype up. The only thing I would like differently is Genesis is overall a Melee tournament, so Smash 4 is like the, I don't want to say side event, but in a way it is. So, you know, it's always like that with Smash 4 versus Melee because Melee's been around for so long. And Genesis was originally a Melee tournament, like ran by Melee people. Brawl was there and they replaced Brawl with Smash 4. And overall, I like the Genesis series because Genesis 3 was my first tournament. It was a great time. I did really well last year, so I just like the whole brand and the environment, and I just remember a lot of history that Genesis has. So overall, it's a good event, and I hope they do this again next year. I wanted to give big shout outs to Rival. They've been taking care of me well since I joined them, and this tournament was no different from the rest. Big shout out to the NorCal community, all the top players, and just overall to the year of 2017 Smash. It's going to be a big year, 2GG with the circuit and all the upcoming events, so I'm really excited to see what happens and what we can do. I'm definitely looking forward to start messing some people up and making big dents in brackets, so I hope you guys are looking forward to that.